wrong shirt on. That's still
Your colors.
It's close. It's close.
I think it's the same jacket.
Morning, everyone. Thanks for all coming to the expo. Hope you're having a good show so far. First thing, I have to do a little promo here. Is there anyone who's not on the totally IDA member? I'm going to have to talk to you a bit because you're losing money without even knowing. See, it's after o'clock. It actually costs you, actually make you money to become a member.
You're the second that you told me.
All right. Pass that back to me. Read that or something. All right. So, we've got Keadle here. He's going to give you some good insights on some financial performance of your dealerships and hopefully make you a lot of money. I'll leave it to you.
Thanks. Appreciate everybody's attention. So let me go ahead and give you a couple of disclaimers. You don't have to take pictures of all the slides. Because I'm going to give you two. We're going to do a lot of math, so you all should be really excited. It's not that often that you come to a conference and do math. So I can see the excitement building as I say that. So we're also not going to make you remember how to do the math. We'll give you an Excel workbook that will have all of the formulas I'm going to go over, and so you'll be able to have that. So we feel that our role, and my role in particular, is to make sure that we educate and give you material, not just stand up here and podcast. So I'm going to ask that y'all participate with me. You don't have to give me your real dealership numbers, just shout some numbers out. We're going to go through some live math exercises to see the impact of what I'm talking about. Now, there's probably a 30 of y'all that can come up here and help me teach this. There's a 30 of y'all that are going to be pissed because you know all this and you forgot to start applying it. And the 30 of y'all are going to be like, that's really cool. Thank you. So let's just dive in. Oh no! So again, we're going to focus on three areas. Pure stickers has it out there. Does anybody feel like you have some competition in your neighborhood, competition with self-cars? We're going to focus on some internal measures that you can take to maximize profitability. That's that top of mind. That's the strategic piece of what we're going to talk about today. Then we're going to kind of pull it all together because it's about where your dealership is at today and what you want your dealership to be tomorrow. Y'all make sure that you're applying these things because y'all are that lifeblood. Y'all are the ones that are employed. Y'all are the small business entrepreneurs. Your Main Street. The decisions you make allow you to feed your family and many other people's families. We want y'all to be very successful and very stable. It's hard to be stable in an environment like this, isn't it? We've been in business more than 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Okay, look at the people that have had their hands up for 10 years. Ask them what it's like to go through turmoil. They've seen the ups and downs. Who's been in business less than a year? Yeah. Come to these. Leverage your association. Let me build on what you were saying at the intro. Your state association is an enormous resource for you to navigate state, local regulations, what's going on in the legislative climate, and keep you associated with other quality dealers that will share with you. This is a very sharing industry. I love this industry because if you're curious, people will help you satisfy that curiosity. They're willing to help. They may not tell you exactly how to make your own business, but they're going to give you a recipe that can really help you. So what's been going on in the market? When you look at gross domestic product, so this is everything other than imports. So those get eliminated. Business investments, imports are subtracted. So we had that spike in 23 on Q3, and then we've had gradual decline from the preceding quarter. So that's our size of our overall economy. So it's increased by 1.6%. That was the revised number that the Fed put out. The second quarter increase was roughly the same. So good news for this audience, we're starting to get some stability. If something's hard, but you know what it is, can you deal with it? It's when something's hard and it changes all the time, it makes it extremely difficult to be able to tack and sway your business to what's going on. Show of hands, who can sell a car if people don't have a job?
You.
Yeah, we gotta talk to you. You can sell cars. So this is the thing that cuts both ways. Does anyone like anyone being without a job if they want a job? No one wants that. But what did directly related to the unemployment rate and what's going on in the economy, what did it just help us achieve? A rate cut. We wouldn't have got this rate cut without it. So there are people that are earning, now have this rate cut. Inflation, we'll get into that in a minute. But those are the push-pulls of what's going on with the business. We like lower rates. Who wants lower rates? Who wants people to have jobs? We can't work against each other. So these are the things that you can't control, but you need to be aware of because they directly impact your business. When unemployment rises, consumers get skittish, consumer confidence drops. Everything that we've done in the last 3 years has been on the back of a very confident, optimistic consumer. It has not come from hard manufacturing, it has not come from the hard sections of the economy, it's come from individuals. Thank God that the savings rate is now finally starting to tick back up. But you look at that unemployment rate, when you look at Q2 of 23, it was low of 3.6, from 3.8, 3.7, 3.8, and then now we're in the fours. We're staying in the 4.1, 4. So that gives stability, but also gives predictability. I don't like that number, but it's predictable. Now we can kind of know what it is. And that's where you got to run your business and think about these things that are impacting you that you can't control. Who can tell me what the price of a car is going to be 60 days from now? God, wouldn't you love to have that? So when you look, we're down 5.3% in the Anaheim used vehicle index, September. When you look at the seasonally adjusted, though, seasonally adjusted is only 0.1. So you remember when you look at the graph, who remembers how much fun it was to sell cars right here? You look at that spike. It was super easy to sell a car because if you could buy a car, someone's going to buy it. What happened to those cars that you got so excited about when it started dipping in 2001, 2002, and now it's more of a normalized depreciation curve? You got hung in some of those cars. You overpaid for them. It wasn't so easy to sell that car. You didn't have people waiting in line. You didn't have to say, I don't have to negotiate with you because he's going to buy it. And frankly, we learned some bad habits. We're not that far removed. We're only a couple of years removed of it being a little bit of an easier business because if you could buy a car, you could sell a car. Reconditioning wasn't as much of an issue. And then you had part shortages. You had thousands and thousands of vehicles that were missing a computer chip that couldn't get shipped. Do y'all pay attention to what's happening with the new car sale rate? Because that is your used car factory. Without that predictability, when you look at the wholesale mix, that declined to 0.2 from August and the first 15 days of September, we're used to, historically, the guys with the gray hair in the room like me, we're used to having a normal decline rate of depreciation. And when it is erratic, the focus on the turn time, how long you have with that car to be profitable, gets really narrow. You may catch on the good side, where the car is worth a little more, but usually it's always, we're never that lucky, right? We always get caught on the downside. So focusing on your inventory turn, everybody needs an inventory turn number that they're going to live or die by. Because it literally is life or death for your business. If you allow aged inventory, you're losing profitability, you're leaking a ton of profitability. So these seasonal adjustments have started softening. It's more traditional. We're starting to see typical smaller declines that we're used to. That gives you predictability in very short windows. So who's been paying attention to inflation? I was about to say, it's bad. There's another word that starts with B. But anyway, what was really interesting is you started seeing, you remember how hard it was in February of 21. That consumer that has been the back of the economy for several years started losing buy eggs, we couldn't buy eggs, and eggs are like $8, and I like eggs in the morning, they're easy. But that range from Feb of 21, that didn't cross back where $1 was worth $1 until Feb of 23. So think of the pressure that has put on your buyer. All of this is framed on the person coming on your lot. What is the impact of mentality of the person on your lot for these things that are bigger than them, bigger than us, bigger than me? But we need to understand so we can frame our sales process to compete with this. And then finally, it's crossed over. Now, I can tell you, I got a little nervous. I've been on the circuit for a while all summer. Back in June, and then July, it didn't look so great. They started converging again. You can see a little bump up here and a little bump down there. Great. Thank God we're starting to get the jaws of life instead of the jaws of death. So it makes a big difference in the consumer's mentality. And now, how many people are coming in and just buying cars with cash? They want you to help them with financing, they got to get financing. Really successful stores have multiple lenders to help them deliver those cars across the curve. Consumers don't have as much cash because used cars have gotten so expensive. I was in F&I when I could write my first loan past 60 months. Is anybody else that you're old enough to remember the first time you could write a 66 or 72-month loan? How much fun was that when you were selling products? God, you sold service contracts, crook and choke, etching, mop and glow, we did everything. Yeah, and the payment was like, fuck, and it was only $11 more. And here's one of my favorite lines. Now, this is their accelerated equity program. This is a fully protected payment. You ever sell it like that? And then you go through and you scare them to death for 48 months, and then you just keep adding 6 months at a time. You still have all your vacuum products when they hang. Like, I can't do more than 400. I can get you at 4 or 6. Yeah, you got to do it. But we've lost the ability to do that. And the way that I say that, and the facts behind it, in 21, the average used car loan term is 66 months. Let's start playing along. What was it in 22? 68 months. 23. Class? 68 months, basically. 68 months. We're not getting, the lenders are not allowing the term to go out any further. And what's happening with rates? Hopefully we'll see a change on this graph here shortly. There are 2 competing data sources. I can tell you I chose to use the Experian data. They seem to be closest to this. They seem to have this public information. So in 21, the average used loan rate was just under 8.5. In 22, 8.8. 23, big jump, 11.4. 24, as of September, 12. So hopefully we're going to see a little relief. It'll trickle down to the consumers because of the 50 basis point reduction that Jerome Powell has put in place. But are y'all even seeing that yet? Do you see any, did the indirect lenders change rate yet? No. Yes. They raised it upon the hint, and they were delayed on the reduction. So if you look at what's going on when people come on the lot, in 21, the average used payment was $440. In 22, it jumped $521. In 23, $536, and now $525. Everyone's coming on your lot on $300 or $400 on payment, right? And so, if you want to get the lower payment, you got to have longer terms. They're not doing longer terms, or you got to have more money down. So look at the amount financed, and this is that spike in inventory that you and I were talking about. When that big spike happened, and we got a lot of people underwater. How many people dread or afraid in their car they sold 2 years ago? Anybody? Exactly. So 24,000 to 21, 28,000. An incredible jump in 22. In 23, 27,000, and then now 26,000. We're starting to get a little normalized appreciation. So it's coming down a little bit, but not enough. Because the consumer and more money to put down. And you can't give them the longer term anymore. So it's got to come from somewhere. It's generally coming, they're going to have to keep that power in. We've got to know how to sell that power in. Anybody feel like the lenders have tightened up the last few years? Yeah? Hey, I appreciate your nods and the hands. It really keeps me going. So, this is what's kind of interesting to me. Subprime, deep subprime. Back in 19, man, it was rolling. Subprime was 23% of all used loan originations. 23, fairly stable. 21, look at changing in 2021. And then they're like, oh, something's going on. 19.4, 19.3. But the deep subprime, who plays with the deep subprime? They pay everybody but them. So that used to be 5.5% of the market. Then it was 5.1, 3.21, 3.19, 3.11, 2.96. Where are y'all hanging the paper? You're going to have to constantly search out lenders that will let you hang the paper so that you can deliver these calls. We look at these things so that we know there's a problem. I need other lenders that will do this. And the strength and stability of your store is what allows those lenders to enter into relationships. They've gotten pretty picky lately. I mean, they've gotten really picky lately. And for the guys that are starting, man, you really leverage your relationships, leverage the association you get indirect retail lenders for you, because you need it to be able to properly deliver and manage your inventory. So this is the closest I've been able to find to a crystal ball. And this is based on that new car factory concept I talked about. When new car sales slow, what happens to our industry 3, 4, 5 years after? There's no inventory. Fewer vehicles in the lane. So, if you're selling that 4 to 5-year-old vehicle, so I very carefully drove this little orangey line. Look at the decline in availability of 4 and 5-year-old vehicles in 2025 and in 2026. So if that's your sweet spot that you're selling, you're going to have fewer inventory to source from. If you have fewer vehicles to source from, what's going to happen to those price points? They're going to start rising. So now your acumen, something you can control, your skill as an entrepreneur and buyer, you got to figure out how to buy right. And what's the impact of buying right? Because there's going to be fewer of them. And it's just because there was nothing sold 3 or 4 years ago. If y'all don't ever look at the lease rates historically, look at the lease rates, because that is a huge driver of the future used car factory. Because those cars are going to come back on average 30 to 36 months later. And that's the vehicles that we turn around and buy. So, enough of that. What are some things that we can actually do? So, there's several things I'm going to give you. I'm going to focus on 3. We'll briefly touch on return on investment. That's everything that you risk to have this dealership. To feed your family, to feed others, to feed your family. The ROA, that's return on the assets you have to go into the business. We're really going to focus on the last 3. Lost revenue. It's my own pet concept. Y'all are going to love it. It's going to be like, that's great. Holding cost is something that we know and we can get to a point. Break even is something we know and we can get to. So when you look at it, return on investment, it's how much money you earn from a specific investment. If you own the stock, it's really easy to do. We kind of wrap our head around that. But when it's your dealership, it's all the cash that you've ever put in. What are you getting back for that? And it's simply your gross profit divided by your total initial cost. So the calculation is really simple. If you got 10 million in vehicles and 12 million in sales, 12 million minus 10 million is 2 million. You know, I can do that math in my head. 2 million, 10 million times 100, so that you move the decimals. 20% return. Not bad. But what's what we're gonna give you, this is the first example when you calculate, you're willing to put your own numbers in. I'm not asking you all to shout these out, that's your question. But look at what you're getting for the money you have at risk. Same thing, high level items, return on assets. How much profit is generated from your investment, what you have at risk? So as prior year ending total assets plus current year ending total assets, divided by 2. Take the total net income number, divided by the average total number of assets. So what does that look like? You got $8.5 million in assets. You made $1.7 million. So math gives you 8.5. And then 1.7 divided by 8.5 times 100 million decimal. 20%. So these are big numbers. These are numbers that say, this is what I have at risk to have this dealership. This is what my money is doing for me in this business. Now, I think y'all are all pretty good, of course, because we love the business. I'm not saying take that money out and stick it over here in another investment. I'm just saying dial in your investment. This business is too fun. But again, you'll be able to put your own numbers in. We give you all the workflow at the booth. At the booth. So here's a soapbox moment for me. You don't have to show hands, but let me tell you, if you don't have a really strong business manager, controller, CPA, office manager, someone that is giving you an actual balance sheet and P&L on a monthly basis, my challenge is you don't really know what's going on. Independent car dealers are #1, the best cash flow managers I've ever seen in any industry. Y'all manage cash flow better than anybody. But with the focus on cash flow, you can lose the view of actual profitability. You can free cash and not be profitable. You can have some free cash flow and really not be maximizing your assets and what you can do. So the checkbook has always been king in the dealership. I'm asking you to look at other places to actually drive profitability. And I guarantee it'll show up in the checkbook, you'll be a lot happier. So if you don't have that person on staff giving you that, please get them. Please take a look at that, because otherwise you're managed by the cash flow, you're managed by the checkbook, but that's what you're living in every day. Okay, who's ready for my baby? Okay, lost revenue. This is the concept of if you are inefficient in managing your inventory, you're losing money. You are costing yourself significant money with the same assets deployed. You're not turning your assets. Your return on investment is not where it should be. So if you look at the lost revenue on age inventory, it doesn't meet your dealership turn time. I don't know what your turn time should be. I generally use 60 days. That's been an average for a long time. When things are really good, maybe you can get down to 45 days, or if you're super efficient, you start stretching past that 60 days, you're losing the ability to turn your inventory. You're losing revenue. So what do? You take a look at the age of your inventory, your average inventory turn time. The potential sales are the ones that are over that turn time number that you have, that drop dead. I'm not going to stand by and let this car sit here. Times your average gross profit. Everybody's average gross profit is different. So the lost revenue is the number of units that are aged, simply times your potential earnings. So what does that mean? If you got 10 units that are over, that are at 180 days, you want a 60-day turn time, you make $17.50. 180 days, divided by the 6-day turn time, there's 3 units that you should have sold during that same time period that you did. Simply, if you're making $17.50, 3 times $17.50, $5,200 you didn't make. You still have an asset. You still feel decent about the checkbook, but you just lost $5,200. I say lost. We all know you didn't earn it yet, but you lost it. And if you have 10 of them, that's $52,000 a year. If you have 10 units that you allow to age past what they should be, I'm using we're the ones that are ultimately allowing things to happen. It's about deploying your assets. So who wants to have some scary math? What's an age number? What's a scary number if you had vehicles age? If you had 20 age, let's say, what's the turn time y'all want? Y'all want to be crazy aggressive and say 45? You want to stay at 60? 60. How much do y'all make per copy? I've been using 7,500. Let me tell you, Mississippi said I was way too low. Arizona said I was dead on. Everybody's got a different number. So what would y'all like me to use? 32.
Do the 20 at the top.
Woo!
Joe, the 20 at the top.
Well, damn, it's bad enough to 10. Now you're going to be
Likes 10.
like that.
Says no.
It's too scary.
It won't do it. Says nope, you're not allowed to have more than 10.
I don't know what I'm doing up here. I can tell you that 20 would be twice this.
There you go.
So
Well,
you want to
92.
lose 96 grand or 2 times 96 grand? So the workbook has the ability for you to do this. Put in your actual number and determine how long you're going to allow it. Everyone's going to have that one that something happens, the capital transporter burns and they can't get the card, or you think it's one thing and you got mechanical issues with another. I'm not telling you to blow out every piece of inventory. What I'm asking you to do is look at every piece of inventory with a stopwatch and make sure that you're willing to let it fix it. Because remember, the magic of this is you've deployed no more cash, you've deployed no more floor planning, inventory levels, nothing. You put nothing else at risk. You're just maximizing the return of what you have. This is the biggest efficiency that you can dial in with your dealership to drive your profitability. Yes.
So Travis, what is the potential sales for this item?
Potential, that would be how many more you would have. Those are those units that you didn't sell. And right now, apparently my website, which hopefully on the zip drive is not the issue, it would be a different number. So when we change the inventory level,
We have 10, and we should handle them.
yeah, remember that my little thing wasn't working right. But I can tell you that the 96 is real. Because you're allowing at $3,200, so every time I change this number, you'll start seeing some differences. Now it's 60. But if you're making $3 grand a copy, and you're not selling some of the inventory that you could, it's whatever that number is over your age times your average gross profit. I'm working on whatever your revenue number. To me, I always thought it was your per copy number. You're making $2 grand a copy. And so if you could make $2 grand a copy, but you didn't sell the car, how many cars did you not sell that are over your age? That to me is your lost revenue. That's your potential revenue that you're not doing. Yeah. You still have to take out all your fixed. But I found that most people equate to that per copy number, they grab it really quickly, so that's why I use that number. But yeah, this is top line. You still have whatever else you're charging out of this. Sorry, my goal. But it's the point illustrated. This is one of the major factors of what you can do to change without further investment. I don't need you to get over invested to have more inventory. I just need more efficient inventory. allows you to do both. So when that vehicle is about to crest your date, whatever your date is, let's say 60, when you start on day 45, you're doing something to alert the salespeople or to spiff or to do something. You're going to work a stronger deal. You're going to take a smaller deal. At 60 days, you need to sit down and go, can I sell this to a consumer and make some back end, have a customer that maybe I can get some referrals, or hopefully maybe take a trade that I can make money on, or what is my potential wholesale loss? Whichever number of that smaller, do that, but do it then. Sell it to the next person. You've got to have a drop dead date on these cars, or you're going to have to wholesale it. And that bottom line, that wholesale loss is going to go straight to your bottom line. But if you don't deploy that cash into something else, you're never going to make the profitability.
If you're going to get specific like that, you didn't want to, put it on the next, put it on the next unit you or this account, you account for this.
I account for it as a wholesale loss on that unit, and I take my loss. That's what I used to do. I used to do some loss carryover, or when I was a used car manager, I could real aggressive and overvalue the trade-in, hide it in the trade-in. All I'm doing is kicking the unit until I have to face the trade-in that I overpaid for, and then I have the same issue. It's just take your lumps and move on, but redeploy your cash, because everything sitting on the lot has to stop. This is that's a great segue to this average daily holding cost. I'm glad you're playing that. So average daily holding costs are selling expenses. It's any expenses not absorbed by the buyer. So advertising, commission sales are generally combined in a lot of places. But it's anything that's not on the VO, not on the Get Me Done, not on the feedback list of the things you gotta fix. Something that the customer is not paying for. So it's anything associated with that unsold inventory. First, you have to figure out your monthly holding cost, and then you'll define your daily average. You'll have your total monthly expenses minus your selling expenses, and then you'll have that monthly number. You'll divide that by the number of units in stock, and that'll give you your daily holding cost. And this is a number that I want everyone to calculate and walk around math. It's an efficiency. So if your monthly selling expenses are 50 grand, your selling expenses are 22.5, you got 34 units on the lot, you make 17.50 a copy on average. So 50 divided by 22.5, 27.5, 34 units, $808 a month for the privilege of walking by that Buick, that Ford, that whatever it is, privilege. Now, what really should scare you is 808 divided by 22 days. Y'all work more than 22 days. I haven't been in the car business in a while. I used to run a multi-line franchise store. I did this 6-7 days a week. It's whatever you're open. So I work business days. Unless I'm speaking, I get vacation all the time. I don't work Saturday. I still remember that. It's been a while, but I still like Saturday. But it's basically, let's just call it $40 a day. 36.75. Who wants to take two $20 bills and lay them on the hood of every car? $2, $40, $40. If you come back at the end of the day, is your $40 still there? It's gone. The privilege of walking by that car every day costs you $40. The part that should really get you excited is the privilege of seeing that car sit on the back lot with auction pencil on it, and we can't get to it. That car costs you $40 a day too. You have no opportunity to sell it. So these are opportunity expenses, but this is a hard number that you need to have in your head. $40 a day just to look at something you didn't sell. You gotta walk it at the end of the day. Yeah! So you look at my $50 to the 17.50, and then I like the 3-pound number. It's more, y'all. It's gonna be more.
Can you recap what you said was in your holding costs? What else you
Yes. advertising, in addition to the salaries, anything not paid by the consumer. So if you're, that wash every 2 days, that frontline rate process, the oil change, the tires, the transportation, the buy fee, everything associated with that vehicle that you have, cover up the cost. Each seems to be, everything you're not gonna pay commission on. So generally that's associated with it. It's an easier rule of thumb. But if the consumer, if the person buying the car is not paying you for it, it's your cost. And that's what factors into your holding cost. So if you look at $40 a day, and if you're making more money in profitability, now it's $50 on every trade, $60 on every trade. On the other side, if you're only making $1,000, $1,500, it's fewer dollars on the hood. But now let's take a look at why your gross profit is low. So everything just gives you a clue as to go to look for something. It's not magic. It's some basic math that really focuses your mind on, I'm doing well here, I'm undervalued here, I need to change some practices. And so it's a matter of making sure that you keep that in mind. These are things that were beat into my head by a very aggressive gentleman when I learned how to sell cars. And I've always lived by them. But you also get like me, that's what I did. I got lazy and forgot. It was used by me. And I started looking at all this cash I had tied up. I started looking at the lost profitability that I had. And I had to go back and become dedicated to this. The way I used to do it is the oldest car had to be in front of the store. The 5 oldest cars, I had to look at those damn things. I'm going to start speaking because I get excited about business. Those were in the front of the lot. I had to look at them. I had to walk by them every day, and I hated them. And so we would spit. We would be very aggressive on cutting deals. We would switch customers to cars. So you get your food on this one. You get your food on this purple Ford. I've done that. But if you can, get a consumer out of it. Get some back in, or hopefully get a trade, or get a referral. If you can't do that, take your wholesale loss. Put that cash in something that's going to make you money. And then after a while, you'll get very good at your selection process. You'll have fewer and fewer that do that because you're very aggressive on the focus of the time, that you'll have less of that wholesale loss expense. But if you start thinking, I'm spending $40 a day just to look at something, I'm spending $800 a month just to look at this car, it gets scary. You start thinking about what you allow to age past your number, not my number, whatever your number is, however many of those age past, that's $2,000, $3,000 you could have made. You do that a couple of times, your wholesale losses become negligible in comparison. Take the wholesale loss, redeploy it to something that sells. And it's not that it's a bad car, right? It's detaching the emotion from it. I bought cars that were great. They didn't smell bad. They ran great. There was nothing. There was no tire problem. There was nothing. But no one wanted to buy that car from me. That's not a reflection on how good my dealership was at the time. It just means that they don't want that car. I've got to get rid of that car. Don't get emotionally tied to your inventory. There's a school of thought out there. There's a buck for every seat. Eventually, yes. That is a cash flow item. You will eventually free up some cash. But if you keep that car, if you have a car have a birthday, let's talk afterwards. The cars never deserve to have birthdays. No. Just say no. We're not taking cupcakes out there. We've got to make sure that we're turning them fast. Because if you turn that car twice, or if you turn that same asset 4 times, now you've made 2, 2, 2, 2 versus 2, 2. And so then that's how you can pay for your wholesale loss. I have an answer. Does that make sense? Great. Are y'all like my usual audience? You're like, yes, I know this. So break even. This one's, but how how long can you hold that unit in stock? If you want to make $17.50, average daily cost is roughly $36. You lose your profitability window in 47 days. Is that not terrifying? If you make $17.50 a copy, and your daily holding cost is $37, and you're putting $40 on the hood every day, you run out of profitability in 47 days. So it's a matter of making sure that you're turning the inventory. Turning 60 days to help you turn it. It really is. 40, I mean, if you were at 45, hats off to you. You were really crushing it. You've got your frontline ready processes down here. But you start looking at that, and again, you'll have the calculator, you can do the math. Take a look at how long profitability will do. And I say it that way because you will have better cash flow when you sell that car at 75 days, 80 days, 90 days. You will improve your cash flow. But you don't have any profitability. You're not dropping it to the bottom line. I'm not talking about cash in the bank. I'm talking about the things that we report to the government that we actually get to buy other things. That's where you really want to dial in your business, feed yourself, feed your family, feed other people's families, grow your dealership, not by putting more at risk, but just being diligent about what you have. So again, we've got the entire presentation. It works. It does work. We'll give you that on a zip drive. It also has a nice Excel workbook. You can put in all of your own numbers. We've got it at the booth. We're in the middle. You'll see us. We've got a couple people there waiting to hand them out to you. Come by having a long conversation with us. Come by and just say, hey, I want to talk to you on the zip drive. We'll do either. Okay? We want to make sure that you have this information so you can apply it to your dealership. We just want the industry to be better. I love this industry. The people are great. I get to meet such awesome people. Nothing else that I've ever done in my life is supposed to be listening to entrepreneurs that are really cool folks. So thanks for being in the audience. Thanks for the questions. If there's anything else, I'll hang around. Otherwise, we'll see you all hopefully in a good